Oh cool, ich darf wieder das machen, wo der Stream dann total furchtbar aussieht. Geht's nochmal? Springen. So, okay. Auf geht's. Hui. 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 Ich kann auch mit der Maustaste springen. Frauentime, genau. Wow. Oh, das war ja plötzlich. Okay, Frage 1. Do Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? Ja. Was ist denn das für eine Frage? Oh, hallo? Ey, aua. Aua. Da hätte ich so drüber springen müssen. Boah, gemein. Sollte ich nicht so schnell fahren. Ja, noch Zeit. Cool. Holy shit. Das war auch schon mal einfacher am Anfang. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or two different buildings? That is same building. Sonst hätte Nagito ja nicht auftauchen können. Oh. Holy shit. Super schnell. Oh, oh. Oh Gott, oh Gott. Frage 3. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? Muss ja so sein. Sonst hätte Nagito nicht von oben kommen können. Okay. Do Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? They exist. Strawberry House and Grape House, the same buildings, the same building. And they are positioned...
It's all coming together! Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different three-story buildings. They're actually one six-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located.
I see!
Muss ja drüber sein.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the fourth floor above Grape House.
Confusing. Kind of, but not really.
Oh, snap! I never
Was ist denn mit
expected
ihr
that the
los?
two houses were connected
The
vertically.
show. Oh, snap.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Was ich mir vorstellen kann, ist, dass sie im Japanischen vielleicht jetzt anfängt, so ein bisschen die männlichere Sprechweise von Gundam zu übernehmen, weil sie so mit ihm abhängt und ihn so geil findet. Und die Übersetzer haben das nicht so richtig mitbekommen und ihr einfach irgendwie jetzt so coole Phrasen gegeben stattdessen.
Strawberry House is four-sided, and Grape House is six-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them.
Absichtlich unterschiedliche Formen, nur um uns noch weiter zu verarschen, wa?
And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Das ergibt Sinn. Ja? Ich meine, er hätte uns ja sonst auch einfach... Er hätte auch einfach so Fesseln oder sowas in den Zug einbauen können, die einfach so mal losschnappen und uns festhalten. Aber er hat uns extra bewusstlos gemacht. Das würde natürlich Sinn ergeben, wenn einer der Gründe dafür ist, dass man nicht sehen sollte, wie das Ding von außen aussieht. Weil man dann innen drin schön verwirrt werden konnte, was die wahre Struktur angeht. Und nein, das sind keine MMA-Fighter.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
You've just been Kuma'd. Ich frage mich gerade, was das Wortspiel im Japanischen dabei war.
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Prepare for bullshit.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
See if I can.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Weißt du, irgendwann kommt ja auch mal der Punkt, wo es einfach nur noch wehtut zuzusehen und man vielleicht auch einfach mal aufgeben könnte. Aber offenbar hat er keine Sensoren dafür, wann dieser Punkt erreicht ist. Hören wir uns mal an, was er zu sagen hat. Stimmt irgendein Bullshit.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
Jetzt kriegt er wieder
No
genug.
fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Desinteressant. Kase Goldmünzen wäre stinkreich. Ja. The dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared in advance? Is something like that even possible? Jetzt muss ich gleich mal gucken, was hier wie. Was
I'm
haben
gonna
wir?
solve this mystery.
Monokuma File. Was steht da drin? Little discovery, she little died. What the fuck? She gonna be severed. Das ist schon mal nicht.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one...
Strange, muss ich das wieder nehmen? Also whether you're in the disassembled parts. Das kann ja nicht sein. Wenn das im Vorhinein vorbereitet wurde, dann hätte es ja nicht sein können, dass auch die Teile, die Kazuichi erst hinterher rausnimmt, schon am richtigen Platz liegen. Seit dem Kazuichi ist der Mörder. Das kann ich mir bei seiner Dummheit nicht wirklich vorstellen.
was actually a dummy!
Tata!
No, that's wrong!
Für einen Moment habe ich jetzt echt nicht gewusst, was ich nehmen soll, aber einmal Text durchlesen hat
Nekomaru's
geholfen.
body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too, man.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy,
Aha.
then it would be a different story.
Was ich auch, jetzt sagt sie dasselbe, was ich gerade meinte. Jetzt hat er durch seine Dummheit sich auch noch verdächtig gemacht.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
I don't think she's joking, man.
You are joking, right?
It's all right. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken. I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
Oh, wow.
However, Even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
Das war jetzt schon echt ein bisschen fies.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
No, never heard of that. What? Witchcraft. Must be witchcraft. A device like that? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. Oh, jetzt muss ich echt Hangman's Gambit dafür spielen. Oh, was könnte das nur sein? Das habe ich ja noch nie davon gehört. Wie ging das nochmal? Ah, okay. Genau. Hallo, okay, schlimm mal. Ich will nicht aufspannen, wenn jetzt noch eine L kommt. Oh Gott. Oh Gott, so viele E's. Ah, das L. Aha. Irgendwie passt. Das brauche ich nicht mehr. Das brauche ich als nächstes. Oh, wie passend. Das brauche ich nicht mehr. Mann, das ist so viel cooler mit der Maus. Ich habe das so gehasst an der PlayStation. Aber mit der Maus macht das richtig Spaß. Schwerstes Puzzle im ganzen Spiel. Ich hätte fast aufgegeben.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
Huh.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Ja, das ist ein Fahrstuhl, weil er erst runter oder hochfahren musste. Und das würde dann ja auch bedeuten, dass die zwei Türen jeweils auf der anderen Seite einfach nur Fake-Türen waren.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator,
Das kommt jetzt.
then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Na, vielleicht fährt ja nur der Boden.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was
Ich
broken.
weiß es gerade selber nicht mehr, aber das wäre jetzt mein erster Gedanke gewesen.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
How does that relate to anything?
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and
So.
focus our attention on what
So
hasn't.
meint sie das.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Das ist an den Wänden, oder? Things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. It includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that. Halt alles, was nicht an den Wänden war, meine ich. Alles, was auf dem Boden war. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common, they were all on the floor.
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
And?
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about that elevator. Only the floor moves. Aber jetzt mein.
See!
Wie gesagt, das wusste ich jetzt gerade selber nicht mehr, aber es ergibt am meisten
That's
Sinn.
it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the 4th floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Ich habe erst gedacht, müssten dann nicht jedes Mal die Türgriffe abbrechen oder so, wenn die Wand da entlang geht, aber man sieht hier sogar, dass sie so ein bisschen weiter innen drin sind. Ja, das passt schon alles. Ja, das ganze Gebäude ist ein einziges Trollgebäude von Monokuma, würde ich sagen.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
Nirgendwo, würde ich jetzt mal vermuten.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
Na, damit wir halt eben denken, dass die Struktur ganz anders wäre.
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Ja, es hat ja eigentlich super funktioniert. Am Anfang erstmal direkt von Anfang an drauf reingefallen.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Not exactly surprised that she didn't get it.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Wait, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand.
Was dann ja auch schließlich passierte.
And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth.
Was ja jetzt passiert ist.
The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience.
Ja, klar, weil...
After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
Really?
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see, now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then, when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But, does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. Sollte es egal sein, wo man rauskommt, müsste immer auf der rechten Seite sein. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Lass mich raten, jetzt kommt Kazuichis Account. Der war das doch, oder? Was ist Kazuichi? Wer sollte nochmal den Kompass benutzen? Ich glaube, es war Kazuichi. Ja, Compass is needles, 180 degrees.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Ich frage mich gerade aber nicht, dass abschließen muss.
It's clearly contradictory.
Die arbeiten jetzt schon zusammen.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Okay, ich weiß, was ich abschießen muss. Ich frage mich nur gerade, wo.
The two houses are
Ja,
connected.
nur zwei
The elevator
Punkte
should
jetzt.
move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Da.
No, that's wrong. The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Das Lied ist voll cool.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
Noch ein weiteres Detail, mit unserem Mind zu fackeln.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, we're on the amusement park island.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Der arme Nagito ist wirklich mittlerweile auch schon irgendwie so ein bisschen lustig.
As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means. Oh, it's my 5-shape shape, yeah.
I see!
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Fuck you.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
The place befitting of the name Octagon is probably, ja, ich meine, er hat doch von hier irgendwo ein Foto gemacht.
Crap!
Ja. Dazwischen? Wie, vielleicht... Ja, ich hätte gesagt dazwischen. Das,
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
ich meinte ja mit meinem ersten Klick schon dazwischen, aber ich war auch nicht so richtig sicher, wo ich hinklicken muss, um dazwischen zu signalisieren.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Ja.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Und keine MMA, Leute.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learn?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
Schon abgefahren.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
Ich steck dich auch gleich mal in den Kühlschrank und warte.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Ich glaube, dreht wieder durch. The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Pause? Ja. Suspended. Oh nein, die wieder.
Hiya!
Why, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call Monomi. Alright, I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monomi is a serious Staffatly? That's much more straightforward than I expected. Staffatly, huh? So, that's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these words would be ta-da, Staffatly. Or there's a fat hidden in there.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stuffatly.
Ich hoffe, ihr habt alle mitgeredet.
Hello! I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Habe ich ja gerade erst gemacht.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Well.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Die hat sich aber schnell erholt.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Klingelton. Eigentlich keine schlechte Idee.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Nekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You're drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death? that also utilize the building structure. Dead battery. Falling.
I see!
Has to be that.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected,
Dann muss es ja irgendwas mit der Vertikalität zu tun haben.
then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That, I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
That's a bit overboard, don't you think?
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Okay, let's see. Button, the corner's account, previous account. Box a long time.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Das stimmt aber
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Ja, ich glaube, ich muss so einen Goodnight Button präsentieren. When this button is pressed, all of Nekomaru's symptoms cease. Ich glaube, es wurde doch gesagt, dass wenn er den Sleep Button, also wenn er aus ist, wird er auch nicht erkannt als Person.
When the elevator is off, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible.
Then, after locking they moved the elevator and made use of the...
Hold on! As long as there's a moving object.
Aha.
No, that's wrong! That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Pest.
Now you're calling me a pest?
Das gibt gleich tot um. Und dann müssen wir noch ein Class Trial für Sonja halten. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
Ich glaube,
The hammer
Kazuichi
is
ist schon
suspicious.
komplett durchgefallen. Think it
Isn't it
time.
about time we went over the pillar again?
Ihr habt es gesehen, da flog im Hintergrund so
What
ein
about the
Deckel
oil on the floor?
von Nagito durchs
The
Bild.
doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Oh, come on.
Crap!
Doch nicht?
If you arrange it a certain way,
Moment.
you can cause the drop...
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it
Ich
about
hab's
time
mir
we
zu weit gedacht.
Oil on the
The doorknob on the floor.
How about we all shut up and listen to what she...
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh. Hä? Doch nicht?
If you arrange it a certain way,
Ich probiere das einfach nochmal.
you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling to think
Das
about
habe ich
the
nicht richtig
arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
Also alles andere
The
kann es
doorknob
ja
on
nicht
the floor
sein.
seems suspicious.
Nö.
Crap!
Hä? Was wollt ihr denn jetzt von mir?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it
Vielleicht.
about time?
Okay,
What about
andere
the
Idee.
oil on the
The doorknob on the floor.
How
Ich
about we
muss
all
ihren
shut up?
Punkt nehmen und damit agree
What if
machen.
I start to enjoy it?
If you arrange it a certain, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Auch nicht? Ach nee, ich glaube, das ging auch nur bei gelben. Hä? Was wollt ihr denn jetzt von mir? Ich kenne ja sogar die Lösung, um ehrlich zu sein, aber ich weiß gar nicht was. Hä?
You can cause the drop within.
Ja,
If you arrange it a certain way,
das war's dann für heute.
you can cause the
Keine
drop.
Ahnung.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That
Ich weiß,
arrangement is.
wie was
the hammer
los
is
ist, aber ich weiß nicht,
Isn't it
was ich
about
jetzt hier
time we went
sagen
over
soll.
the pillar?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Das kann ich nicht
How about we all
nehmen.
shut up?
Silence.
Der Doorknob.
Don't be so cold. What if
Ich habe
I
ja
start
Broken
to
Doorknob
enjoy
hier.
it?
Vielleicht muss ich
If you arrange it a
Wire
certain
mit
way, you can
Doorknob.
cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the
The doorknob on the
Warum kann
floor
ich schon
seems
mal?
suspicious.
I
Komm
agree
nicht.
with that. Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Mann, das war jetzt... Okay, das muss ich wahrscheinlich ein bisschen kürzen für YouTube.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.